Hello everybody, I'm Nikki with Live, Laugh, Love Tarot, Nikki's World. I am going to do a super moon in Aries collective read this morning. I've been called to do that. I will get to the other two water signs I have left to do, but let's get started. I did a blessing shuffle. We're all set to go, but I did download some messages which I need to give to the collective. Right now, it's a lot of energy going on right now. We're having a new start is here. I keep hearing it's starting, it's starting, it's starting. Believe in the impossible, collective, because we are shifted onto a new timeline, which means you're going to start showing the real you, and the people are starting to see it. What I've been guided to say from the divine is that you're going to have victory. You're moving on to calmer waters, which means the energies have moved to a collective. The collective has been moved. The ones that are awake, the ones that are here for a divine assignment are moved to a different timeline to now you're about to be seen, is what I keep hearing. You're about to be seen. There's no more shadows. There's no more hiding. There's no more pretending. And those that do are going to be stuck in a vortex of repeat cycles, but that's not you. You're going to be having a wonderful go. I've got victory moving on. And the Wheel of Fortune, we're going to see what the cards bring out. I've got the new moon oracle deck here, the moon oracle deck. We're going to pull your current energy, blockages and challenges, and future energy and thoughts and feelings. So I'm just going to pull 4. Current energy first for my beautiful collective. This is a beautiful time of year. Happy Libra season, and we're going to be hitting Scorpio season next. But again, this is for the super moon. We're going to just pull a general collective read right now to check on the vibe, to see what's going on. I hope you're all well. Again, thank you for all my like, share, subscribe, new subscribers. Welcome back to my current subscribers. I hope you're appreciating and liking the readings I've been putting out. Tell me if you prefer that, or if you prefer to have a collective read every day, or I'm going to try to keep doing those as much as I can. All right, communication is key. That's the current energy. Keep speaking your truth, I hear. Keep saying exactly who you are, blockages and challenges. Let's get one for that, please. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. You could be a Gemini. You may be finding now that your communication is being received, is what I heard. Finally, people are listening to what you've been saying all along. It is now going to be easily absorbed by others, because before they weren't prepared to hear it, is what I heard. So let's get moving for blockages and challenges. What is that my collective will have for blockages and challenges to be on the lookout for? There it is. Oh, I got a couple. Blockages and challenges. I heard and future energy and outcomes, and your thoughts and feelings. We'll move that over here for now. Blockages and challenges is surrendering to the divine, allowing this to happen, from what I'm hearing, because that could be a challenge for some of you. Full moon, here it is. We're about by the full moon. You're about to, which I do believe that's what this is. It's a super moon, but that's again closest to where the moon will be to the earth. You're about to surrender what you've been. Divine is like, let us handle this, because you're doing it right now. You're doing your divine work. You're in your north node. And your out future energy is stepping. I just said it. You're in your north node. Bing, bing, bing. Oh my God, I love you, Spirit. Bingo. That's your future energy. You're in your north node. You're moving toward that, and that's what's the future energy is. The outcome is you're going to be in your north node, and your thoughts and fears, which you don't see at the bottom of the deck. Nothing is yet set in stone. That did also come out in the pre-shuffle. Things are still happening to put you in this energy, and you're just, divine is saying, allow it to happen. Just allow it to unfold. You don't need to do anything. Just stay in your love and light mode that you're on, and that will continue to keep happening. Look at this gigantic full moon here. It's surrendering. The divine has got this from the above. So below, we've got a nice balance going on. I've got the dark moon, the new moon, and then the full moon here. So it's taken a long time to get here. It's come full circle, I've heard. Which deck? Light Seers, yes. I've already pre-shuffled, and I've asked all my archangels, St. Michael, St. Teresa, all my ancestors come through today to give us what the collective needs to hear. And I got cats running around, just so you know. You hear things, they like to come out, and the energy starts flowing. They like to come out, and it's daytime. They should be napping, but they're not, which means they know mama's doing readings, so they want to come out and be heard. So again, you want to be heard now. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to be heard no matter what. Communication is the key. That's the current energy. What does this mean? Let's pull. Okay, then. All right. Wow, they all came flying out, but let's just take what's upright, which is the 3 of Pentacles. Bing. You're going into a new contract. You're communicating. You're talking about that. Maybe it was stalled a little bit up until now. That's going to be coming within the next 3 weeks to a month. You're going to be having conversation within 3 months for sure. You're going to be in it by 3 months, but you're going to be talking about it within 3 weeks. Yep. I'm getting, yep. 3 weeks, ready, set, go. That's the communication. You're going to be talking about what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. You're going to be treated fairly, I've heard. It has to do with your money. That's fantastic. The current energy is you're working with a group of people. You're working in your divine assignment, which is going to lead you again to your north node by the 3rd month, which is future energy over here. That's fantastic. What else? I'm so excited for you. 2 cups. Yeah, you're going to love what you're doing. If not a relationship of some kind of love and or business or both. 2, 3. Yes, 3, 2. 23. Could be 32. Take it as it resonates. Again, he is a she, she's a he. It doesn't matter. Genders are fluid, and as well as the energy could be your energy, could be crosswashers, which are welcome, which is everybody. It's a collective read, so it could be anybody right now. So let's do that. One more to clarify the current energy for my collective when it comes to, there's water here, there is earth here. Again, I like to throw out Aquarius. Aquarius could be, I got that out of my mouth, and that's not that that's here, but it could be an Aquarius. You're dealing with one. All right, current energy, we got water. Aha, water, just as I said it, King of Cups, correct. This person is in their feelings about the situation. They're taking the lead when it comes to expressing the love that they have or what they want to do. You're being a leader of some kind. One more, a lot of feelings about this. You've been hanging on, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be here, going into Scorpio season soon. This could be something that you truly are coming from your passionate heart about what you want to do when it comes to your business. One more, current energy, current energy, current energy. The Tower. Yeah. This is going to cause, this is a good tower. It's in the upright, but this has to do with what you love to do is going to bring shockwaves to the planet as far as it's going to make major changes, major changes of how things in an establishment. King of Cups is a leader in charge of their thoughts and feelings on things. If you don't know me, you can read about me in the description. I am a psychic, intuitive, and medium. I also channel, so if I get these random thoughts, it's because they're being put into my brain and I got to put it together. It may come out of my mouth before I can really think about it. But this is a new beginning and something that is already established, and it's going to change the way people view it, is what I heard. And it's been a long time in the coming. This is the Earth's new way of providing this service, whatever this is. It could be anything. Could be health, could be medical, could be anything in the world of, for the collective. It's changing the foundation of something business related. So let's get more on that. One more on the Tower. Why the Tower here? It's a major change. It's a major change, and you're coming together with somebody that's going to be rocking it. I heard rocking people's worlds about what they thought they knew about this industry or this timing of this relationship, whatever this is. Could be love, could be business, could be music, could be anything. Could be anything. But whatever it is, it's changing the foundation of contracts, meaning it's going to be delivered in a different way, whatever this is. Let's get more information on this. What's going to be delivered in a new way? What is this foundation that's changing? What does it have to do with, please? Okay, yeah, ships, whatever it is, you've been waiting for it to come in. You're already seeing it. It's on the horizon. It's almost here. It's almost here. There's a couple little delays, but that's because the foundation of what needs to be changed has to be done in the right way. And it's going to force other people in this industry to do it right now, to do it correctly now. And again, I'm seeing slow and steady wins the race. I'm seeing the turtle and the hare in my mind, which means that you've been slowly making sure that this unfolds in the right way. But then again, you also want it to get started. But if you rushed it, God said, no, we can't rush this because it has to be done this way. It has to be done in the perfect timing of the whole micro and macro of the world, meaning that it's going to be worldwide. This is going to make people see this in a different, and it's not just about small time, it's big time, I'm hearing. Whatever this is, it's going to start small, but it's going to grow. So that's fantastic. What you don't see at the bottom, yes. Major Arcana of the Chariot here. It's going to move. It's going to move when the time has come to move. Yes. Slow and, as I was thinking the Knight of Pentacles in my mind's eye when I said slow and steady wins the race, there's not going to be any more. It's in the reverse. It's not going to be any more slow. It's going to come in fast once it does. The waiting time is the time to pull the trigger. And then once that trigger is pulled, it's going to move like you've never seen before. People are going to know who you are. People are going to be talking about you in rooms that you're not in. What about that? Yeah. And there's this motherfucker right behind you who's going to want to challenge this in some way. There's people out here, which I got. in other reads today, that there is an undercurrent of jealousy and envy in all of this, but we're going to put this a-hole to the side for a second. Let's see what is this about, this devil. Why is the devil here? It has to do with the change. They don't want it to change. They want it to be delivered. Yeah, it's about justice. Bing, Mother Major Arcana. Justice is coming for those who are doing things in the wrong way. Thank you, angels and spirit. Guys, where's my thing? Right here. Bingo. God has said, those that has done stuff in the dark are going to come out. So whatever this is, it was done in an inappropriate way for a very long time. It was not fair. It was not just, and people didn't get what they needed to get, whether that's healthcare, whether that's in the music industry, whatever. This is a global collective supermoon. This supermoon is going to shed the light on the dark. Because without the moon, or without the sun, the moon can't shine. Thank you, Spirit. The moon's going to shine real bright on these motherfuckers who think they can hide in the dark. And they cannot hide anymore. They can't hide anymore. My nose is itching. Yes. They can't hide anymore. What is it was also on the heels of blockages and challenges. But again, they can't block anymore. That's why Spirit said it came out in the current energy. Those times are done. They cannot block any longer what is meant to be here in the current. Perfect. So the surrender to the divine is under blockages and challenges. Thank you. They want you not to, the dark forces, the people around you that are running in energies of envy and jealousy, they don't want you to listen to the divine. They want you to keep focusing on your addictions and your wants and needs and forget everybody else. No. It is time to put yourself first, but it's to do so in the light of helping everyone, not just the super rich elites. So here we go, or the people that always seem to win and never get to have to face judgment. That's the blockages and energies. Surrendering, they're going to have to surrender, and that's the people that don't want to. So why is that here? Why is surrender to the divine and the blockages and challenges? Can we get a clarifier on that, please, angels and spirit guides? What's the blockages on this? Bingo. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Because the meek shall inherit the earth. It's time. It's time for those who deserve it to be happy and shine brightly. Thank you, Spirit. Under the moon. 10 of Cups. Now, fighting it anymore. There won't be any more fighting. Things that are meant to be are going to happen regardless of what people do to try to block it. Thank you, Spirit. All right, 4 Cups or 4 Pentacles in reverse. Thank you. There's no more hanging on and hoping for the best. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Divinely guided by God. It cannot be stopped. And they're going to try, but they're going to fail. And every time they do that, it's going to end up elevating you. My collective, beautiful earth angels. Yes. Here it is. There's no more hangman. There's no more. It's in reverse. In the Knight of Cups, you're about to get the wishes and desires of all avenues that make you happy. Because when you're happy and you're vibrating in this energy, there is going to be cups, cups, cups. I keep saying more than you can handle. So much coming in from all avenues that it's going to work out no matter what you do, because that's what divine guidance is about. Your angels and spirit guides are removing things that aren't in your best interest, which is this amount of effort here. Why? Because it's time. Justice is here. And the dark forces at play know this. They know that their time is up. It's like the disco lights went off, and now the party's over, and they're looking around at the bar at the end of the day going, damn, it's time to go, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Get walking, bitch. It's time to go. What else for blockages and challenges that my collective needs to be a little more? You're about to get your flowers, I heard. It's time for people to see you. You're not hiding in the corner any longer. Nobody's going to ignore you any longer. 2 here, 4, yes. 4 wands, baby, and Ace of Pentacles. Bing, bing, bingo. Here it is. Your stability, your new venture in business and finances, which is meant to be keeping you in the state. You know how to handle your money. I'm talking to somebody who is not reckless with the money they're given. They're not boastful. They're not living in their ego. This is somebody who's doing what they need to do in order to do the divine assignment, and you can't do your divine assignment unless you have the money to do it. Now you're going to be backed by the Most High. The divine angels and spirit guides are giving you exactly what you deserve, which is victory, stability, money, and I'm sure love, because the 10 of Cups is here. That's fantastic. You're about to have it all, I heard. People are seeing you for the divine being that you are. There's no more talking about you. That's in the negative. It's only the positive, and people are starting to know it now. They're seeing you. It's almost like I'm getting the vibe of, I don't know if you've ever saw that movie, She's All That, where now all of a sudden everybody's forced to see you in a way of popularity, where before you're always this person, but now You went from like a 0 to a hero, whatever that means for you. Not that you did much, you're just now being seen in this beautiful light because Spirit is blessing you. You may be somebody who looks like they're aging in reverse. You're somebody that seems to be much younger than your stated age. And that's now becoming very much like glaring to people that they didn't see it before. But now they're like, where have you been all my life? Is kind of the vibe I'm thinking. Where have I been? Why didn't I see you this way before? It's almost, you were cloaked in, Divine was 10. I've got this a lot through my readings this week. Divine was cloaking you, who was a light worker, a spirit angel, earth angel, whatever nomenclature you want to use. You're somebody that's always shined your light, but they had to dim you down a little because if you'd shined like you were, you would have been harder hit by others trying to take you out. It was already, you were being hit by a lot of places, a lot of people. The demons saw you, this jerk off, been following you around your entire life. You've been somebody who's constantly going, probably, why am I being in first place, but somebody else that gets, it's like, thank you, Spirit. I heard you may have been first place in a lot of things, but people gave second place, like, more accolades than you. It's almost like when you go to the Olympics and you got the gold, but they're praising silver medal more than the gold medal. And you're like, what the hell? What do I got to do? Kind of that energy. Now you're going to not only get one medal, you're going to get many medals and many trophies. And people are going to be like, yeah, we should have known. Back that. Somebody didn't back you. And they now are regretting it, is what I heard. It's almost like they put an illusion over this person so they would stay out of your way, is what I heard. Keep you away from, keep them away from keeping you in the limelight, something like that. Somebody was manipulated by the dark forces to keep you in a certain energy, but that was divine also, because you weren't ready for that yet. You had to go through those challenges and lessons to get to where you are right now, which is be so grateful. Be so grateful, because God is saying, the kind of success that you're going to get now is way far better than anything you would have had before, and you would have regretted that. It would have been like firing too early. It wouldn't have had the same impact that it's going to now. And it would have failed because you would have been possibly moved to a timeline that you didn't want to be on. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? So that's fantastic. Let's do your thoughts and fears. This is stepping out of your comfort zone. That's your fears. Spirit says, don't. You're meant to do this. You're in your North Node. Now, if you don't know what your North Node is, it's very easy to find. Just look up your astrological chart. You'll see it. My North Node's in Sag. So my opposite of my South Node, that means my South Node's in Gemini. It's completely across the other the wheel, the astrological wheel. So North Node, what is that my collective is uncomfortable with? They got to step out of that. Spirit's like, it's time for you. I know why. I'm going to say this just because I heard. It's because you're afraid of being really seen and what that means. Don't be afraid. Spirit's got you this time, because every time you tried to do that before, you've been poo-pooed. Somebody smacked you down a peg or two and then you looked embarrassed. I understand. Now it's not going to happen anymore. Now it's the time. Now is the time. I know, believe me, I've been there. This could be your third time trying this. I heard 3 times is the charm. Bingo. It's all over here on the 401. Yeah. That's why you're scared that that you're going to be that there's going to be a lot of chatter around you that's going to try to deter you from your North. No. This is your fears. Just get out of your own head. I heard no. You're not going to be blind anymore about what's important because you're afraid that somebody's going to derail you. It's not going to happen. There's no more Two of Swords energy. That's your fears and challenges. Getting blockages is that people will put these blockages or try to tell others. Thank you, Spirit. Tell others about you that's in a negative way that'll block you in some way, even though you're walking in the truth and integrity all the time, but others were not. And because they were not, others that wanted you down were willing to believe whatever they were told in order to keep you there. But thou, Spirit and angel guards, are pulling these people out of the way, and there's no more of that. What else? Why is it 2 of Swords? Stay out of your head. Sometimes you'll be your own worst enemy, I heard. And it's, yes, listen to your, thank you. Thank you. The High Priestess, that's who you are now. That's who you've always been. But now you're listening to your higher self. Look at her. She's gorgeous. The High Priestess, Major Arcana. You're quieting the noise. You're not listening to the crows, the caca around you. You're not listening to that anymore. You're listening to you, which has always been what you've been always listening to, your inner soul. But now you believe in yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Now you believe in you. And that's all that it takes. Nobody else can do anything if you believe in yourself. And that was probably been your channel. 3 cups. Bingo. Now you're ready. You're a starseed. You're looking up to the heavens for all your blessings, and they're coming down from above, because That doesn't get any better than the high. This is it. Once you get past this, you're good. Fantastic. All right. What else? One more. Yeah, you're learning, you're growing, and you're about to be on your path. You're growing as a student in this. That's fantastic. So let's just get one more. I'm going to pull this. I got to cut it short because I got to get to walk. Beautiful collective, you're on your way. Let's get an angel and spirit message. Let's get an angel and spirit message. Dun, 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 dun. One, please. Angels and spirit guides, we thank you for these messages. What is it that my collective is going to be guided to know in the super moon? What does it mean? What is going to be given to them during the super moon? Thank you. What's going to be given to them from the angels and spirit guides? What is the upgrades coming? Emerging out. Bingo. You're emerging to your true self. Fantastic. You're emerging about the beautiful high priestess soul you are. High priestess embodies all beautiful things in the deck. You're emerging as the soul that is always meant to be at this divine assignment right now. Yes. New beginnings. Bingo. And a brilliant ideas. Brilliant ideas. This is Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action. Now it's time to act. That's what I heard. You're learning and you're growing and you are here. Look at that beautiful card. Pegasus with the lightning bolts. You got these downloads. You take them and move on them. Spirit is guiding you now to take action. Things are what you don't see coming. Nothing is yet set in stone, but you're looking at the bigger picture of what that means. It's all in the process. So congratulations. Let's hope this helps. Supermoon is here. You're about to get some great new beginnings. People are going to start seeing you for who you are. Make sure you move on your brilliant ideas because they're coming from above and they're meant to be in the physical. So I'm so happy for you. Take care, and I will see you next time.